All eyes now turning to Vice President Kamala Harris, who has made history over and over again throughout her life. Her biggest history-making moment was when she was elected vice president in 2020, becoming the first woman and first Black and first South Asian person to hold that role.
We believe that our country, all of us, will stand together for a better future.
Before that, she had forged a path, shattering glass ceilings. In 2003, she served as district attorney of San Francisco, becoming the first Black woman and South Asian American woman in California to hold that office. Then, 7 years later, she made history again, in the same way when she was elected Attorney General of California. The role made her a rising star in the Democratic Party. In November 2016, Harris became only the second African-American woman ever to serve in the Senate and the first Indian-American ever.
Mr. President, I rise to celebrate the anniversary of one of the most significant legislative achievements in American history, the passage of the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act.
She was raised in California, the daughter of a Jamaican father and Indian mother who met as civil rights activists. She later attended Howard University, a historically Black college in Washington, D.C. She went on to law school at the University of California. Then she became a prosecutor, a role she says helped her enact criminal justice reform from within the systems. She often worked on cases dealing with sexual violence. In 2020, she ran for president, hoping to become the first Black woman ever to be president. Now she will try to forge that path again.
And Yamiche joins me now. Yamiche, how are Vice President Harris and her allies preparing for a potential campaign against Trump?
Well, Vice President Kamala Harris spent today calling around to Democratic leaders, telling them that she believes she has the confidence to beat Donald Trump. She's been telling them that she's going to earn this nomination, and she's going to really talk to all of the different delegates to make sure she can officially win the nomination at the convention. I spoke to one of the people who got a call from Kamala Harris today, Vice President Harris. He was the Congressional Black Caucus Chairman, Stephen Hortzford. He told me that he got emotional during that call because, of course, the history that she's going to make if she was to become not only the top of the ticket, but the first Black woman to be elected. He told me that she told her that this was really going to be a race that she was going to try to not take any constituency for granted. I was also told in the last few weeks that her allies were focusing on the fact that she was going to have to build a campaign operation. So even though she's getting that war chest from the Biden-Harris campaign, there is this idea that she's going to have to build a different kind of campaign tailored specifically to her. And as part of that, she's going to have to be thinking about her path to victory. I'm told by sources close to her that there are really looking at states like North Carolina and Georgia, thinking about Southern African-American voters and really mobilizing them the most. But there's a long, long to-do list here. Of course, first picking her vice president, but also shoring up donations, because at a time like this, in the last few weeks, donations had plummeted to Democrats into the Biden campaign. So there are a lot of people who are now sort of saying that there are a lot of donors who are energized, really ready to get behind her. I'm also told that she's going to be traveling. Just this week, she's going to be going to Milwaukee as well as Indianapolis. She's going to be continuing to go on the road as she makes this case to voters, but she has to make up for lost time here. So people close to her say that she's going to be doing that. She's going to be thinking about the staff to hire here, and she's also been thinking about her messaging, specifically because she looks like she's polling best among young people, and that her voice has also resonated with women because she took the lead on abortion access and the messaging for the campaign there, Lester.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.